Hey guys, Shinchi42 here. So in this video, we're going to talk about what is the logic behind upgrading your troops. So guys, before I've suggested about upgrading your tier 1 units to tier 3 units and upgrading your tier 2 units to tier 4 units, but what is really the logic behind this? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to calculate, is it worth it to upgrade your tier 1 unit to tier 4 unit, or upgrade tier 2 to tier 4 or tier 3 to tier 4. Now we're going to look at the resources and the time, and is it worth it? What is the difference really here, right? Because we want to know about it so that we don't waste our time training a certain type of unit. Okay, so first, if you're looking at tier 1 units, it would cost you 50 food and 50 wood for 12 seconds. Now for tier 2 units, 100 food, 100 wood, 23 seconds. And tier 3 units, 150 food, 150 wood, 10 gold, and then 45 seconds. Now tier 4 units, 300 food, 300 wood, 20 gold, and 1 minute. Okay, so now we're going to hit the upgrade. As you can see, for 1 unit, it would go for 250 wood, 250 food, and 250 wood, 20 gold. Now 49 seconds, so let's go back and look at it. So if I was training 1, right, so it will be 50, so add that 50 to the training of 250 from a T1 to T4. It would cost 250 food and 250 wood, remember. Now add that, it would be a total of 300 for wood and food, and then there is the 20 gold also. Now look at this, it would total up to the same. And then the seconds, the time wise, this is 1 minute. Now this is 12 seconds, and then this is 49 seconds. Now that would be a total of 61 seconds. There's really no difference. There's a 1 second different, but is it really that big of a difference? No. So there is no difference in the resources. At the end, you're gonna be consuming the same resources for training a T4 unit, then training a T1 unit, and then upgrading it to T4. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this tier 2 units. They would cost me 100 food, 100 wood for 23 seconds. Now if I want to upgrade that to tier 4 units, it would cost me 200 food and 200 wood and 20 gold for 38 seconds. Now if I want to go and train 1 unit of the samurai T4 units, it would cost me 300 food, 300 wood, and 20 gold for 1 minute. Now there's really no difference if you add up the 100 food and 100 wood, adding up to the 200 food, 200 wood would be 300. So it'll be the same, about same resources again for training a T4 unit. And then if you add the time, it would total up to 61 minutes. There is that 1 minute extra, but that's not that much really. So there is again no difference in here when training, upgrading your T1 unit to T2 unit to T4 units. So now let's look at the T3 units. With T3 units, it would cost me 150 food, 150 wood, and 10 gold for 45 seconds. If I'm gonna upgrade that 1 unit here, and it would be 150 food, 150 wood, 10 gold for 15 seconds. Now as you can see, again, it would cost me 300 food, 300 wood, 20 gold to upgrade a T4 unit. So there is no difference here. You add up that 150 plus 150, 300, 10 plus 10 would be 20. And now here's the catch here. This is 45 seconds. Add that 45 seconds into, add that 45 seconds into 15 seconds. Now that's total of 1 minute. So there is no extra time here compared to the other tier. There is no 1 extra second compared to the other tier here. So this is more efficient by 1 second compared to the other two. Now that you guys know the knowledge about this, you guys would be able to now to just train your units. It doesn't matter, don't need to wait on it, just keep on upgrading, right? Now one of the suggestions that I got from my JPD family in the Kingdom 14 is to train a lot of tier 1 units. So why are they telling me this? And we had a good discussion about this. And so we came into a good conclusion that training a lot of tier 1 units would allow you to fill your armies. So fill up your armies. It's more of a filler that you need, And when you go into a battle, what happens there is that you're going to be able to send another commander into the battle, and that with the tier 1 units. So let's say you have a tier 4 units, a full battalion of tier 4 units. So this will be applicable, okay, this will be applicable to more or less like the free-to-play player into the moderate free-to-play player. Okay, so I have a full tier 4 unit. Now what's going to happen is that I'm going to be having a full tier 1 unit. So now if I'm in a battle with the full tier 4 unit, my full tier 1 unit would also come in, and they would only do is to add some buff. So bringing that commander there and add their buff would benefit my tier 4 unit battalion to win that battle. Now the catch there is your hospital size. You need to have a big hospital size, because if your tier 1 units die, you need to keep, if your tier 1 units goes to your hospital, you need to keep healing them there and make sure there is room for your tier 4 units, or else you would lose your tier 4 unit. So this is a risky strategy that was suggested, but I think this is a smart strategy, is to have that tier 1 units, because then at the end you can always upgrade that tier 1 unit into the tier 4 unit. Well, of course you're going to lose some in the battle, but it's still some good tip there from the JPD family. So that strategy would really be effective on an emergency situation when you don't have a lot of troops and you need to have a filler troops for your commander. Also, just apply this to your supporting commander. Let's say you have a Scipio and a Boudica. You know, we're just trying to have some random examples here. And then you want to buff them, and you don't have a lot of troops, right? Because, you know, not all of us can fill a lot of troops. What you can do is send a Joan of Arc with a partner with a lot of tier 1 units just into that battle, so that Joan of Arc can cast that extra buff that would benefit Scipio, and that would just really increase your fighting capability in that field. So that's the strategy that was behind that concept that they provided to me. So I think that was a really good strategy. I kind of want to know what you guys think about it. Maybe you guys have a different strategy on training your troops, and maybe you guys have heard about this before. Just let me know what you think. So to summarize this video, there's really no difference in upgrading your units, as we have done earlier to the calculation. And also for the second part is that training your tier 1 units is the reason why tier 1 is the choice. It's because tier 1 units is going to be a lot faster to train and to fill your armies. One of the tips that I want to give you guys is don't upgrade your tier 3 units into tier 4 units, because the tier 3 units are going to be faster in that marching speed compared to that tier 4 unit. So as you can see, it's slow. So what happens there is that you guys can still chase the enemy a lot faster using a tier 3 unit compared to tier 4 unit. So think about that, and let me know what you guys think about that point of topic. And if you guys like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and if you guys have not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure to give me a chance and subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos as well. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment your opinion, and make sure don't forget to like, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'll definitely see you guys in the next video.